Is it time to make that call home? This is a story for you if you have a child in college, or maybe you are in college right now, or maybe you're just living far away from home, or it feels like you are. Now, when I was growing up, my family and I went to church, but I wouldn't call us super religious, and my mother and I really didn't talk very much about God. But I knew that there were certain things that my parents expected of me, and certain behaviors and morals that I was supposed to follow. And of course, as a teenager, I had my own ideas about all of them, and I couldn't wait until I could go to college and go as far away from home as I possibly could and try out my own ideas and my own ideals and get make my own way in the world. Well, I found that all the sacrifices, the wonderful, kind, generous sacrifices that my parents made to get me to college became a burden to me because I felt guilty. There they were in Denver, Colorado, working hard to pay my tuition and get me to school in Massachusetts. And I knew that when I was there in college, I wasn't necessarily living the way that they had taught me to live. Everybody around me was trying out new things and pushing the envelope. And I found that the more I pushed the envelope and the more I tried to separate myself from my parents and their old-fashioned values that I thought they had, deep down inside, the more ashamed I felt about myself. And the truth is, I found myself not wanting to call them as much or write home as much. And before you know it, there was a distance that had been created. And it was only because I knew that once I talked to my parents, I was going to be reminded of the fact that I felt that if they really knew the true me, the real me, the me that I had become there in college, that they wouldn't love me anymore. And they'd be terribly disappointed in me. And one day I got a letter in the mail. It was from my mother. It was interesting because I usually got letters from my dad. He always would keep me up and fill me in on all the family stuff. But this was a letter written just for me by my mom, and it said, "I know that you are living a different life and that you're learning all sorts of things that are challenging the way that we taught you to live as a little girl. But I want you to know something else. If you can't talk to me about the things that concern you or worry you or the changes that you're going through in your life, there is one, and I'll never forget this, she capitalized that word. There is one to whom you can always turn. There is one who is always there. There is one who will never judge you, and who will always listen, and who will be with you there in college, and who will be with you when you graduate, and who will be with you when you become a mother and find yourself at home at night wondering what has become of your little girl. That one is there for me, and that one is there for you. And if you can't talk to me, talk to him." And that simple letter spoke to me of her unending love and the forgiveness that would be waiting for me no matter when I decided to come home. And that the forgiveness that was available through that one that she loved and that I came to love too. The Lord, whose mercies are new every morning and who is always there, doesn't need a letter, doesn't need a phone call. Just a quiet prayer that says, "Lord, are you there? Help me get through this. And maybe help walk me home." Have a good day.